Hey guys, it's Stephanie. This is my first vlog style video. Don't know how great it's gonna be. Don't hold me to any kind of standard or anything. Today I'm going to kind of be talking about what it's like going from a Shoei RF1400. I am a tried and true Shoei girl, have been my whole riding career, have tried other helmets but always find myself going back. And how I like this KYT helmet. Just picked this up at one of the local dealerships on closeout for only 93 bucks, and I know some people are like, why would you buy something that's not going to protect you? But the ratings on these guys are really good, and as you can see, it's super fucking light, a lot lighter than my Shoei helmet over here. So today I'm going to ride with it and we're going to see how it performs. Whoa. Now, I tried it on in the store and it fit like a glove. I'm a size small in Shoei, and this just, as you can tell, it fits me really well. The cheek pads, they feel very thick even though they're very soft. Like the foam used is really, really nice, and I don't feel like there's anything on my head. I'm excited to see what it feels like in the wind. This is cool too, how it sticks out and it's not hidden up in there. If I can get it. There you go. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So this helmet, super light. Even when you get the little head bobbles when it's super windy outside, my head did not catch the wind like nearly at all. One thing I did notice though is you really need to have these straps super tight, because it's so light. If I wasn't tucked underneath my windscreen, it wanted to lift me up out of this helmet. Another thing about this helmet too that I very much enjoy and noticed as soon as I put it on is how wide the lens is. Like when I put it on, I felt like I could see everything, that there was nothing blocking me. And I know with my carbon fiber race helmet, the Scorpion R1 Air, they advertised that the top up here had about 30% more field of view, so when you're in that tucked position and you're looking up, you could see it, which is also why it's kind of slightly pointed down. The pin locks are very far to the sides. I actually have to like almost try to turn my head and look to find them. The field of view is amazing. That's one thing I will give it to them. It does feel wider than the Shoei. I mean, even just like differences flipping it over, you could tell the shell size is smaller. You can tell that the pads are different. Like they both have almost that carpet like felt material to it. Shoei's is definitely like rougher, still very, very soft, but rougher than the KYTs. The leather on the Shoeis feels a little bit better. They both look like real leather. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but they both look really good quality. The stitching on both of them, you can see the stitching on the KYT, you cannot see the stitching on the Shoei. They're both very soft, and when it comes to the cheek pads being form-fitting, I mean, they both squeeze my cheeks up, you know, like a chipmunk, and they both pop right back into place even after I've been wearing them for a long time. This Shoei I've had for probably a year, going on a year now, and the cheek pads still spring right into place, especially after you wash them. This one I've worn for a day. I don't feel like they're gonna go anywhere. The material that they use is super soft, super spongy. That little editor's note, one other thing that I did notice is how actually the pads fit on you, and how Shoei, you're always having something cover your ears, so that's always going to in turn create a quieter helmet. However, KYT almost feels like an HJC in the way that the pads are, the way that they like mimic the outer line of your head and your jawline. I felt a lot of space around my ear, like even with having my piercings, I didn't feel crushed or cramped, and there did feel like space, even for a comm system, that I'm still gonna have a lot of room in there. So, I mean, I wouldn't necessarily say that it's a loud helmet. It's a louder helmet, yes. It's very light. The pads are cut out by your ears, but I'd say the ventilation is very well placed to where it doesn't flow right past your ears to where you're going to notice it. I actually felt the vents more above my eyebrows, to be a matter of fact. Like, I was going down the highway and I actually had to close the vent because I was riding like this and I couldn't figure out why. My visor was closed all the way, but the helmet vent was wide open. It was super windy. I mean, I was even in my leather jacket today. So that being said, I do prefer this one weight wise if it was a super windy day or if I'm like doing some around town stuff. But if I'm gonna be hooliganing it up with my friends, I'm probably gonna stick with my Shoei just because I have a little bit more trust in them, just because I've been wearing them for so long. I haven't heard much about KYT, and I need to start getting into them a little bit. Overall, you'll see me wearing both of them. I very much enjoy both of them. This one doesn't quite match the bike. It's a fluorescent red. It's almost an orange, and Honda has that Grand Prix red, and you know, you can't find anything that matches. So, good enough for the meantime. I like it.